today I'm going to be moving on to Scratch episode 2. Today we're going to be learning this column of blocks all to the far left of the screen, point and direction, go to X, Y, pen down, pen up, clear when the green flag is clicked, when key is pressed, when the sprite is clicked. Okay, so let's get started. So, let's go over the point and direction block. So the point and direction block basically points your sprite in a direction. But unlike the turn blocks, is not relative to current position. It is what it is. So 90 degrees is right. The sprite is already pointing at 90 degrees. So negative 90 degrees, sprite points left. 0 points up. And 180, obviously, it's going to point down. Okay, simple enough, but what do we really need? What do we really use this function for? We can use this for cleaning up. So say I just run this and the sprite's going crazy and I want to reset them. So we can have them always pointing in its starting position if we just click on that block. So that is basically for the purpose we're going to be using that block for is for resetting your sprite. So next is the go-to block. So the go-to block we're also going to be using for resetting, but its purpose is a little bit different. So say your sprite's over onto the far right hand corner of the stage. You can use the go-to block to center your sprite. See, it will go to X0 and Y0, which is right in the center where the sprite is, or we can put it pretty much anywhere on the screen we want him, her, not sure about the cat, but we can basically put him anywhere on the stage we want the cat to go. So basically these two combined basically equals our reset. So if we put this over there, run this, and all you have to do is click on this, boom, reset. So the next thing we're going to be learning today is how to draw on the screen. So we can use this pen down, and that means basically the sprite is holding a pen. And when you tell it to put the pen down, it's going to start drawing on the paper when it moves. So if we go over here, take a move. So our pen is down right now, I think. Yeah. So we're moving and we're drawing a line right behind us. But combined with all this, we can draw some shapes on the screen. So let's start. Let's make a square. So we need to repeat 4 times. Right, because there's 4 sides on a square. Do whatever we want this to go 4 times, and each side will be 100 steps long, and we need to turn 90 degrees after we do that because each corner in a circle is a 90-degree angle. So if we have pen down, boom, 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 this should draw a square. Okay, that's pretty good, but it was rather fast. It's a perfect square, but it was drawn way too fast for us to actually see the cat drawing out each line. So what we need to do is add in another repeat. So we want it to go 100 steps, right? So we can just change that to 1 step. So that's basically the same thing, except the cat will take time to move those 100 steps. So now let's see what this does. See how the cat's taking its time, moving along, and eventually we have that same square, but the drawing looks so much cooler. Okay? But after we do that, we want the pen to go up so it doesn't accidentally draw on the screen if you start moving it around like that. So we want to use the pen up option, and that after it will draw the square, it will pick the pen back up so it will stop drawing. So I bet you're all wondering now, wait, The stage is all messed up. There's squares and lines all over it. How am I going to get rid of it? Well, we have the clear. The clear is another one we're going to be using for the reset. So when you click clear, the whole screen gets cleared away. Everything's clear, and you can start doing another program. We're also going to put the pen up in our reset program. That way the pen will go up, and it won't. We always want to pen up first. So that way, if you haven't picked the pen up after running a program, the sprite won't draw all over the screen when it's moving to X0 and Y0. Okay, so now we have our reset function, but now it's kind of takes way too much time and effort on our part to just have to click on this program to run it. So we need to add this. We need to add something to the top of it. So when that green flag up here is clicked, it's going to run this program. As you can see, we click the flag and it runs. So that means we can have a whole world of commands. So you can use the stop sign to stop a program halfway through. So I'm going to use our reset again. Okay, so now, well, flag, okay, but I want to use a key on the keyboard to activate this. So when the space key is pressed, I'm going to run the square program. As you can see, I just pressed, well, you can't see me pressing the space key, but the square program started running when I pressed a key. You're not completely sure that it's a space key, but trust me, it is the space key. Okay, so now I'm going to reset again. And we also have one last one. When you click the sprite, it will run the program. So if we click on the sprite, voila, it starts making the square. So I'm going to stop it there, clear, reset, whatever. And, okay, so let's program our reset. Instead of just having to click on that every time, we can have one key that will do all the work. I prefer the 0 key because 0, empty, reset, whatever. So whenever I press the 0 key, it will reset. So put it over here, 0, boom, all back together. So instead of putting when the sprite is clicked or the green flag for our square program, I'm going to put it as a when the S key is pressed, S for square. So here we go, all done. So now when I press the S key, boom, the square starts going. But as you can see, the square is not centered on the page. We'll go over how to center it next time. Peace out.